All right, there, guys. So we've just finished the stream, Liverpool transfer daily. We've been running it all week so far. Seems to be going well. But I wanted to do like a little outbreak video on the article that David Ornstein has written today at The Athletic. It's called the Transfer Deal Sheet, where he goes through every team and he spoke about a few things regarding Liverpool. David Ornstein is one of two journalists you only need to listen to regarding Liverpool stuff. Paul Joyce, David Ornstein. They're the only two you need to listen to. So, first and foremost, let's get into this article, shall we? So, in fact, actually, if you do end up liking this video, guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I want to know your thoughts on what Ornstein mentions regarding Liverpool in here. So, to start off with, ones to watch. He says that Liverpool have made a second offer for Florian Wirtz, which we know about. An agreement has yet to be reached, but talks continue over the German international with optimism that a deal can be struck. There is a feeling around the matter that this could be a pivotal week in asserting the outcome of what has become a one-horse race for the midfielder, given his preference to join Liverpool. Wirtz is the most high-profile situation in the market right now, and Liverpool's proposal was worth up to €130 million, which is £109 million, comprised of a guarantee fee plus potential add-ons and may yet increase. A long-term target for Liverpool, Wirtz is their first choice and the only player they have made a bid for in his position. However, it says, it can be disclosed that head coach Arne Slot left his holiday last week and flew to south of France to meet with Ryan Cherki from Lyon. So, reading this now, again, after we've just gone over it on the stream, the fact that, because it says a little bit further down here that Liverpool are committed to Wirtz, though that doesn't stop them performing due diligence on other positions, other options, and preparing for all outcomes. The Cherki discussions were scheduled before Wirtz escalated, and it is normal to proceed with such conversations while your priority signing is not complete and multiple plates are spinning. I get that, but I think this, I don't know. I do think that Ryan Cherki probably would have been the most obvious option in this position for Liverpool to buy just because of his price. However, I still think it's a bit of a sly move to go ahead with the meeting afterwards. When, last week when we've all been buzzing about Wirtz, but I guess on the off chance it did fall through, you need to be talking to him. However, then again, Cherki's been linked with Man City, and that seems to be going somewhere, doesn't it? So, I don't know, could there be an option where Liverpool sign Cherki as the replacement for Luis Diaz? I mean, I've put it out there that potentially Chiesa could be the Diaz replacement, you know what I mean? Like, instead of playing him out on the right, you move him over to the left as like a competitor for Gakpo. But maybe they'll go out and sign Ryan Cherki as well, like, who knows with that one. What else was there? So, Wirtz was also a target for City and Munich, we know that, blah, 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 blah. Cherki has a release clause of €22.5 million. This is not the case. Lyon want to negotiate for a significantly bigger fee, despite Cherki's terms expiring next summer. Agreements still need to be found between the clubs with the player. However, the situation is progressing and City are hopeful of landing him. So there you go. City are hopeful of landing Cherki already as it is. So we'll skip through all the other stuff because he talks about other clubs here, which we're not really interested in, are we, guys, to be fair. Chelsea, we don't talk about Chelsea. There we go, Liverpool. What positions will they be looking at in this summer window? Liverpool have already strengthened the right side with Jeremy Frimpong. I'll obviously let Trent go, we know about that. What is the manager's priority? Arne Slot has spoken about wanting to add new weapons to his Liverpool side. He knows they need to evolve and improve if they're going to build on winning the title. He's also determined to ensure they are serious contenders for the Champions League next year. Slot wants to add more pace, more dynamism, more creativity, and more goals. So hopefully we get a number 9 at some point as well. Are there any specific players they are targeting? So we know about Wirtz right there. Milos Kerkez, we've spoke about him as well. And they're the only two that David Ornstein mentions here, guys. There's no mention of any new names here. It's just Wirtz, Kerkez. Who are they looking to sell? So we've already sold Trent. We sold Kelleher today as well. We covered that on the stream. Liverpool would look to raise funds for the sale of Darwin Núñez to the Saudi League. Atletico Madrid and Milan have also been monitoring his situation. Luis Diaz could be moved on with Barcelona and Saudi again, linked with him. If Liverpool do sign Cherki, then Tsimikas is deemed to be the most likely to leave out of him and Robertson. It remains to be seen whether players who have found their game time limited, such as Elliot Kwanzaa, push for a move, while Tyler Morton, Nat Phillips and Reece Williams are all expected to leave this summer. And there's also plenty of interest from Ben Doak and also Stefan Bajcetic. So we could be selling a lot of youngsters again, guys, like we did last year. And then who could be loaned out? So basically players that could be loaned out again next year is Jayden Danns, James McConnell, Owen Beck, Lewis Kumas, if that's how I pronounce his name, Cade Gordon, Calvin Ramsey, Luke Chambers, Lucas Stevens. Third choice goalkeeper Jaros is keen to gain more senior experience, but after staying to cover last season. And Harvey Davis could potentially step up. The academy graduate would be out of contract this summer, but he's recently signed an extension. So, and then it goes on here about the budget. So FSG remain committed to a self-sustaining business model, with all revenues generated made available to be reinvested in the club. Each prospective deal is assessed on its merits, rather than Liverpool having a set amount they can spend. The latest accounts covering 23-24 saw the club post a pre-tax loss of 57 million. However, there are no concerns in the terms of PSR, as they made a profit of 7.5 in 21-22 and a loss of 9 in 22-23. The financial landscape for Liverpool next season is much rosier after another money-spinning crack at the Champions League and the riches of winning the Premier League. And they are also about to start a new kit sponsorship with Adidas this summer, one which represents a significant increase on the agreement with Nike, which was worth around 60 million per season. They have the flexibility to finance deals like the one for Wirtz, and signing him and Cherki, having already secured Frimpong, would take their summer outlay to £180 million. But Liverpool will expect to claw back a big chunk of that through sales. So then, guys, I think that is pretty much it that we need to cover here for Liverpool. There's a bit more there that goes on about the net spend and everything like that, but we're not really interested in that, are we, guys, to be fair? So anyway, things to look out for the rest of this week. Wirtz, I still think gets done. Obviously, Germany are playing tomorrow, so we'll have to keep an eye on that regarding, is it more like the Thursday, Friday we start seeing some movement? Milos Cherki was signing a Liverpool shirt on international duty, so we'll probably see some movement there. I wouldn't be surprised if we sign a striker, a centre-back as well, depending on what happens with Kwanzaa and Kanate, so on and so forth. But I'm excited for some winner, guys. Let's see what happens, shall we? And hopefully have another cracking season again next year. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know down below what you think of David Ornstein's article, and I'll catch you in the next one.